everybody, this is video number 84 and we're going to start talking about the moon's characteristics. Today I'm going to try just using my voice instead of seeing me, so you guys will have to let me know if that works great or if you like it the other way better. So let's get rid of some myths about the moon. There is in fact, excuse me, no man on the moon. There are patterns of light and dark, which kind of makes you look like there's a man on the moon. And I hate to tell you, it's not made of cheese. Absolutely not. So we're going to talk today about the moon's geological features, and things I'm going to teach you guys about include marias, highlands, craters, and the dust that actually is a big feature of the moon. So what are marias? Marias are low, flat plains. They are formed by ancient lunar lava flows, and that of course would be more when the moon was formed. And they cover about 15% of the moon's surface. And you'll find, especially all of the marias, have names. And by the way, when you see mare, M-A-R-E, I believe that's the Italian version or Latin, I'm not sure, for the names of the different places. Like you guys would say, oh, I'm going to Vermont to go skiing. This is exactly the same thing. You would be saying, oh, I'm going to the Sea of Clouds if you're on the moon. So let's talk about highlands. Highlands surround the marias. They are always shown by a light-colored area. They cover the majority of the surface, and they are sort of the hills and mountain regions of the moon. Now craters actually are a big part of what's on the moon. They are just holes, of course. If you want the fancy term, they are round depressions. But again, they're all just holes. They are caused by meteoroids, or flying space junk. And they are 3.8 billion years ago is when all of this started, and the majority of them were formed. And as you guys will see, there's still some being formed even today. So what are meteoroids? Well, meteoroids are the leftover junk from when the solar system was created. They are hunks or chunks of rocks, and they move through space, all through our solar system, and collide and crash craters, no matter where they are, whether they crash on our moon or the Earth or Mercury or Jupiter, wherever, they all do the same thing. I love this artist's picture of a meteoroid impact. It really shows you how it's going to work, and I believe, yep, here is the video clip for it.
Bright explosion on the moon, presented by science at NASA. For the past 8 years, NASA astronomers have been monitoring the moon for signs of explosions caused by meteoroids hitting the lunar surface. Lunar meteor showers have turned out to be more common than anyone expected, with hundreds of detectable impacts occurring every year. They've just seen the biggest explosion in the history of the program. On March 17, 2013, an object about the size of a small boulder hit the lunar surface in Mare Imbrium, says Bill Cook of NASA's Meteoroid Environment Office. It exploded in a flash nearly 10 times as bright as anything we've ever seen before. Anyone looking at the moon at the moment of impact could have seen the explosion, no telescope required. For about 1 second, the impact site was glowing like a fourth magnitude star. Ron Suggs, an analyst at the Marshall Space Flight Center, was the first to notice the impact in a digital video recorded by one of the monitoring program's 14-inch telescopes. It jumped right out at me. It was so bright, he recalls. The 40-kilogram meteoroid, measuring 0.3 to 0.4 meters wide, hit the moon traveling 56,000 miles per hour. The resulting explosion packed as much punch as 5 tons of TNT.
Summary time, people. So find a picture of the moon and label 3 places. For example, the Sea of Tranquility. I want you to actually find real locations and label them. Also, please define the following words and include a diagram. Now you can either make 4 different diagrams or you can create one and show all 4 things on there. So they are marias, highlands, craters, and a meteoroid. And as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in class.